The judging of all the Ludum Dare games ends Friday or tomorrow. And before we get to know how well our game did in the competition, or look back on what we did wrong, etc., I wanted to showcase some of my favorite games that I found while judging. Now, in Ludum Dare, right, those who made games judge games. The more you judge, the more likely it is that your game will be judged. And if your game receives 20 ratings overall, then it gets a score at the end. So judging consists of playing the game, giving written feedback, and rating the game in 8 categories, 3 of which I believe are optional. Now, last time I checked, over 3,000 games were submitted, and a little over 1,000 are actually getting enough ratings to be scored in the end. That number may be higher as we go on. So what we saw was just a small sample size, and the best games of the competition may be out there, but we just didn't see them. But combined, Clemmy and I judged near 40 games, spending about 10 minutes on each, and I'm going to show you my top 5. The last ones being the games I enjoyed the most. Now, no disrespect to the games I show first, as I really loved all the games on this list. Number 5 is a game called Small Worlds. Original title, I know. It's a game made by one person, which happened to be the first game I played. Now, I found this over 3 weeks ago, but I immediately really liked the game's style. Because Small Worlds is a puzzle game that's kind of narrative driven, with a 2D art style that I found to be quite unique and well done. The game really reminded me of Pop Tropica, because what you do is you go around grabbing hints about how to complete your objective, which in this case is creating your own space island. And you collect all the pieces by traveling the world, seeing cool islands, and humorous NPCs. The game really doesn't hold your hand. It lets you explore and play the game on your own, in your own pace. I really overall wish more people saw this game, because right now it only has 2 ratings. Really, really great though. Number 4 is a Giant Hitch. Again, a game made by one person. So a Giant Hitch is about a giant square living in a small spherical world. It was very polished. It was a very polished game with a story that was told purely through gameplay, which I respect a lot because that's very hard to do. But if you do it right, like this game, it's extremely rewarding. It takes a lot off of the player. They don't have to read a lot of text box and stuff. The art style was cute, and the game overall was really enjoyable. I think it definitely scored high in the humor category. Now, although the graphics are not amazing, the game was fun to play, and that's something that I think even our game kind of forgot about when making games and making our game for Ludum Dare. The game also didn't have a static end, and could very well easily be expanded upon. I think this guy has a real future in game development. I mean, I loved it. At number 3, we have Raven Delivery Service, made by a team of 4 people. The game mimics Overcooked, and does it really well. So, Raven Delivery Service, right? It's a fast-paced brew-em-up where you solve small puzzles on a 2D platform in order to cook up potions which are delivered for profit. So, although the idea of the game has been done before, it was executed very well, especially for the short time frame it was done in. And the game even implemented co-op. Overall, it's a very fun game to play, and if you have a friend lying around, or you just really liked this style and you've heard of this style of game before, I recommend checking it out. And it's also got a lot of potential if they want to continue updating it. So great props to them. I like this game a lot. At number 2, we have Smalltrek. This time made by one person. And man, like, this game is good. The game's core mechanic is solving puzzles. However, the background behind why you do this is actually very unique and well thought out. Alright, so to sum it up quickly, you fly around in space, landing on planets with angry inhabitants. And by solving the puzzle, you resolve the conflict and continue to spread peace around the galaxy. One of the things I really appreciated is that this game felt super polished. I mean, the graphics were cute, the sound was good, and the puzzles were just very fun to do. I played this game for a long time, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I mean, the dev found the perfect equilibrium of difficulty and satisfaction in the puzzles. And in my opinion, at number 2, Smalltrek is a 5-star game. Alright, next are the honorable mentions. So before I reveal my favorite game of the comp, I just wanted to showcase some equally amazing games that I just couldn't quite fit into the list. So don't think of these as like a number 6 and a 7. Think of them as like an honorary 1st and 2nd. Alright, so first we have Bubblenaut. Bubblenaut is a platformer that takes place on one small, rotating world. And the art style of this game is just so unique. I mean, it's something I could genuinely see in a AAA game. It's fantastic. Now, the sounds and the music complement this game very well, and I'm quite hopeful that this game gets even more content in the future. Alright, next is Save the Little Planet. So Save the Little Planet is like Mario Galaxy, except 2D. And like right off the bat, this game's music is fantastic. So I'm just gonna let you listen to it for a second. Now, if you want to listen to the rest, go play the game. But, I mean, when I first loaded in, I just sat there and listened to this for, like, the entire loop. Also, the transition of the planets is pretty cool, too. And the pixel graphics and the animations are a real nice touch. Like, is there an OST for this? Because, man, I want it. So, if Smalltrek wasn't number 1, then what is? Well, number 1 is Last Day of the Woods. So Last Day of the Woods is a puzzle platformer made by one individual. Now Kalimi found this game and showed it to me about 2 weeks ago. It is by far the best game that I have seen submitted. It's actually genuinely hard to believe that one person made this in 72 hours. I mean, it looks like something that could like have a price tag and be on Steam. Now it has its bugs, but the game centers around like a unique mechanic of teleporting around the boundaries of a box to navigate the platforms, and it works great, which it's also something I've never really seen before. The graphics are fantastic, and the music just really complements the mood and gameplay so well. Now, not to mention that the storytelling and the unique enemies are great. The game's a little difficult, and I couldn't get all the way through, but heck, what I did play was top-notch. I mean, because of the difficulty too, the game kept me wanting to see more. I mean, there's so much content I still haven't seen, but yet I still have enough confidence in it to rate it the best game I've played. Like, seriously, if you haven't, go play this game, man. Last Day of the Woods is number 1 for a reason. All links to the games shown in this video are in the description. If you want to play ours, the link's also down there too. But please don't play it after Last Day of the Woods, because you'll probably just be let down. Again, there were tons of games that we didn't see, and I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad because I didn't put their game on this list. Honestly, I have a lot of respect for everyone who entered, big or small. I mean, Ludum Dare, LD Jam has fostered a great community of creators, and it's lovely to see it grow. So, thanks to those who watched, those who entered, those who created the event, and everyone else who commented and rated. Myself and the rest of Team Monumental will be making a video after our game gets rated in a couple of days, which just kind of explores the behind the scenes of the game, so, you know, what went wrong, why we did certain things, and etc. So you can be looking forward to that. Now again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.